Greetings and welcome everyone. Welcome back to Project Highrise. We're currently staring at a commercial area. Now, off camera, I've allowed a little bit of time to pass and for us to accrue some money. And also, I have upgraded our telephone switchboard. So we've now got the highest tier telephone switchboard, which gives us an extra 50 units that we can hook up. And fortunately, we're not doing quite as well in terms of our electricity. We've only got 9 more units that we can set up there, and that does worry me a little bit. So I'm thinking the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to try and consolidate some of this by removing these offices and replacing all 3 of them with, all 9 of them with 3 extra mediums, or rather 3 for 1 if you prefer. Alright, let's get all of that work done. We can also start expanding out now. I'm really not particularly interested in exclusive elevators, not yet anyway. So we're going to be going for height limits. We can take our tower up to 60 floors. To give you an idea, we're on floor 23. That is ridiculous. Also, well, floor 24. Also down here, we've got 18,000 tiles, of which we're only using 1,710. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be running into building size problems with this one. I had no idea that there was an expectation that we would be building such a gigantic tower in this particular playthrough. But okay, right, now since we've moved things back, let's go ahead and drive the cabling back a little bit. Oh, the lower one doesn't have any telephones. Ah, yes, that's right. We didn't actually have any offices that needed telephones on the lower level. That's fine. Right, so we're going for legal offices here. So let's get these down and then get them moved in. There we go. And we'll get some more legal offices on the way. Right, and then of course over here we will just set them up with some nice plants, and then we'll be completely done on this side. So we'll have one there, another one of those, and then this. Perfect. Right, now this floor here is going to be for services. I might leave these 2 floors for services. I'm a little bit still undecided on that one, because these services do take up quite a lot of room. But I think we should be okay with just 1 floor for services, especially moving into the medium offices at this point. I don't think we're going to have too much trouble. On that note, though, are we okay with the services down here? Is everyone still going all right? Good. Yeah, it does seem that things are generally okay. All right, then. Well, we shall continue expanding out our office space. We could... yes, I think we should continue to try and use medium offices over the smaller offices, although we'd be able to fit more in and thus get a little bit more rent out of it. Each one of those offices, I think, has a greater effect on the service demand than a single medium office will. Additionally, it uses up more utilities, I believe. Now, it could be a case that a medium office requires 2 electrical connections and a 2 telephone connections, so on and so forth. Let's actually go and have a look at that, because if it is the case, no, that has gone down, which is nice to see. Okay, telephone not so though, which is interesting. Right, up here we could possibly go for some art in the near future, but for the time being we'll just hook up the electricity and the telephone and maybe some financial, I'm thinking, since we've already gotten a bunch of at least 2 extra services for financial. Although some of the legal want bottled water, it seemed like the financial ones all wanted it, so we need to account for that. There we are. We don't have to worry about phone connectivity at all, though. We're out of money. Ah, that was unfortunate. I hadn't been paying attention to that, my lord. Right, ad placement. Let's pull down the cost of all of our stairwells, elevators, things like that, and see if that will make much of a difference in our income. Yes, it made quite a lot, actually. That was a nice influx of cash there. Okay, so we want to draw this out. There we go. And then we want to start filling these in with financial offices. So, yep, I think so. In fact, let's get all of those out. In fact, at this point, we could start doing what we were doing on the previous floors, and that is alternating. It'll mean that we'll use up the services of two different business types, which will likely mean that we'll need more services sooner, but still, I think it's probably a wise move. We have got all of these beautiful things, and I do think we're going to want to start looking into the possibility of some extra art around the place, just to get that last little bit of prestige so that we can finish off these shops here. We need a large grocery store, a big box electronics store, and a department store. Alright, how are things going here? We've got some financial offices. Let's get both of you in. There we are. And then pay out for both legal and financial headhunters. Let's find some people to move into our glorious, glorious tower, please. The other thing we can do is we could have a lot of art on this floor. We could turn it into a bit of a lobby floor if we really wanted to. In fact, do they not like smells? I wonder if it even matters to them. If it doesn't, then we could have some cafes and the likes on this floor. Because this is quite a tall building so far, and it might be nice to have some closer shops. Though, ooh, we've lost someone. Oh, dear me. What has happened there? Tenant is considered moving out. Why is your satisfaction so low? Have we messed something up? Oh, yes. Yes, we have. Wasn't paying attention. Silly, 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 silly me. Wow. If we want to upgrade that, it's going to cost an awful lot of money. I'm not sure that we're going to have it. That is quite unfortunate. We are going to lose some places there. We could continue to consolidate by bringing down more mediums, but ultimately I think we know what we're going to have to do. We are going to have to do this. I could build this for now, just to get this done, so that we don't lose those other offices, but we're going to have to replace both of these with another large electrical electrical transformer. It's unfortunate, but it's necessary. It'll cost me 4,700. Ugh. That being said, I could build it over here, and we could just add that on top. Let's actually have a look. That would cost me that 1,550 and would give me 50 extra units, but that 150 is so tempting. No, we're going to go with this. Let's get that done. We know we need it, so bomp. There we are. And then this little space then can go back to being for whatever. There we are. Not the best situation, really, that one, but my own fault. There we are. I was even aware of the problem as well. That's the worst part, is I knew it was coming. I just ignored it. Oh, drat. That was a bit of an oversight on my part. Oh well. Had to do it there. That was actually painful, realizing, oh, why have I done this? Oh, what a fool I am. Right, 391 I like. How about financial offices? Oh, the money they offer. So good. So very good. We'll have to wait a whole day to get more. Alternatively, I could fork out for a loan, and I'm tempted to, just to keep things moving forward. 300 off this is not going to be any real impact to us. And it would allow us to buy some art as well, which would definitely be a nice thing to have. Yeah, we'll go out for a loan. I'll actually go for a fairly sizable loan, so we're going to be paying an extra 500 per day for a little while. But there we are, we've got that chunky loan there, and we can now go back to placing down financial offices. There we go. I mean, one of those practically pays for the loan. Legal offices. There we are. And just fill all of these out. There we go. Now, while that's all going on, we can actually have a look at putting down some small art. And I think we'll actually place the small art down here. As I've mentioned, oh, we can't place small art down the bottom. That is so unfortunate. That is going to be a real pain. A real pain. Right, okay. Well, we're going to be getting rid of this art around here, around the art dealer. And placing in that there, and then this on that side. There we go. Perfect. And now we can actually get these shops moved in as well. So we want a grocery store. Oh, we need a fair old bit. We'll need electrical and phone. And I imagine that's going to be true here as well. Electrical and phone. So let's just lay the lines for that. So I want electrical out to there as soon as we got money, which is now. There we go. And telephone as well. So realistically, we don't actually need that one there when you think about it. Oh well. But with that done, let's go for our grocery store. Which of the two? We'll go with this one. Department store. Go with 593. And finally, the big box electronics store. Again, the 593. There we go. Glorious. And we, of course, need to renovate a bunch of things. There we go. And there we are. Loads of money. You completed this contract shopping showcase. The reward payment of 5,000 has been wired to your account. If you feel up to it, more lucrative contracts may be available under the contracts menu. And just because we've got that money, we can renovate everything else as well. Hooray! Luxury boutiques. Create a shopping mecca with an array of luxury stores. Oh, how many of those would there be? I'm willing to give it a shot. Are we actually down on the last floor, though? I think we might be. Yes, we are. That would be troublesome. Got janitors who need a little bit more room now. So, okay, well, let's have a look at the janitors then. We're going to need to get them water. So, unfortunately, I could put them there, actually. Sure, let's put them in there. And then we can get the water out to them. Shouldn't be hard. There we are. And then electricity as well. And we're sorted. There we go. But yes, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Have you built a metro station yet? If you haven't, you should... Well, clearly I have. Can't you check this game? If metro station built... I mean, I could build the luxury boutiques at the top. Yeah, we'll give that a try. How many do we need? Luxury stores, 4. So we're going to need another warehouse. Let's go ahead and do that. So a storeroom. Unfortunately, we do need another one, even though at the end of the day we only need 2 of the spaces that it offers, but still. That'll do. So we can now build the luxury boutiques over here if we want to. And we'll get some legal offices in here. There we go. Right, let's have a look. We can now make the HQs. We've got the gourmet restaurants. We've got the luxury goods. And of course, we've got indoor plants. Hooray! Let's get these down there. And there we go. Sorted. Oh, actually, we've got things over here that we need as well. Now, we're actually starting to bring in a pretty penny every day. I could start popping art all over the place at this point. We may do that. But first, luxury goods stores. So, sure, we'll have a little bit of a gap for them. On either side. And then another gap. Actually, we'll get rid of this one. And then we'll place the other one over here. Fair gap between them. That way we can have some nice artwork there, stuff like that. So, right, let's have a look. Fine art stores. We need to run the media campaign foot traffic to put these down, though. And we're a little bit shy on prestige for all of them. Alright. But we've got to run the media campaign foot traffic first, which is going to be... Where is foot traffic? 2,770 buzz. Alright, well, given that, then there's no point in reserving these spaces just yet. We'd be better put using those for services if need be. But we can definitely continue to expand up into the heavens, so let's get on that right away. Over here. Might even start looking at some large offices at this point, I would say. And we, of course, need our wiring closet moving up there. There we go. Now then, for large, they're gigantic. How much rent would they pay? They pay a sizable amount of rent. But they do take up the space of 2 mediums. And 2 mediums will, well, they might actually pay around this much rent. So, maybe. We could definitely give it a shot. But we'd need auditing services, corporate communication services, expect building security services. We can build creative on this? Really? No, we can't. We cannot build creative offices. Because we would need more creative offices on the in the tower for that to happen. So that's a fair old bit. What about the gigantic corporate HQs? Not available in the scenario, not available in the scenario. Government offices, bank HQs. Well, I'd need to pay to get the tenants to find out that we had any tenants at all. But we can definitely look to build them now. In terms of the large offices, we could build one there, one there. We'd end up with a little bit of extra space, but not that much. It wouldn't be a bad move, potentially. I wouldn't be able to build it over there, mind you, but I'm not sure this is a bad move. Sure, let's give it a try, shall we? So, if we wanted financial, we'd be looking at not a great deal of money. Auditing, corporate, and building. Do we not have legal? No, it doesn't look like we do. Oh dear. Someone just moved out. I'm going to have to go and find out what the problem was there. What did we lose? Ooh. Oh dear. We didn't lose anything from down here. We lost an office by the looks of it. And it looks like it's the copiers who may have left. That is unfortunate. Copy centers, they're all a little bit unhappy. But where is the office that we've lost? I see it not. Wherever it may exist. I'm, in fact, certain that it's not an office after all. What did we lose? Did we lose something from there, perhaps? Oh no, we lost a gigantic store right from there. Oh my lord, I'm blind. Alright, well, we'll paint that out. We don't need to worry about having lost it, I don't think. We've already got a large number of restaurants. For the purposes of placing more offices, I don't think we need more restaurants. That was just for a particular contract. But we do need extra copy centers. So let's go ahead and get those placed down. I'm going to say we're probably going to want 2. Honestly, given how many were overrun. Oh, no, they're not too bad. Still, I will place 2 just for future-proofing. There we go. That should be good enough. There we are. And then we can run some... let's make it a nicer spot for people to sit down. Have some lighting as well. And then we'll have... it's a little bit OTT, honestly. We'll have just regular furnishings around that one. There we go. But we're going to have to keep an eye on things down here. That much is clear. Alright, well, let's continue with our expansion. So we're going to be looking into the possibility of large offices, which themselves come with a certain requirement. Yeah, we'll have the gap be between them. So, financial offices. We're going to need auditing services, corporate communication services, and building security. Very well. Let's get those in place. So, catering, professional auditing services, needs a phone line. It's quite a large one, but it can fit in, which is great. So we're going to need to run a phone line out to it, and then of course electricity as well. There we go. Next up, we will need corporate communication services and security. So corporate communications, another large one. Let me just double check because I selected that one a little bit too fast. Right, phone line and electricity, and security, phone line and electricity. Okay. None of this is particularly difficult for us to do. So electricity and phone to each. There we go. And with that, we should be good to get the financial offices in. They are willing to pay a fair price for this building as well. A very fair price. Okay, let's go. We're going to have to make back the money that we're spending. Oh. Likes being close to elevators. Aha. So that one, not as keen on being far away from the elevator. Right. Okay. Well, actually, let's pause this for a second. I may have just done something really stupid. That's 1, 2, 3. No, we're fine, we're fine. It's all alright. It's all alright. Though, these might be close enough. Let me just overlay the elevator. It might classify if I moved it there. At the very least, if I had the elevator central, then I could have both of these next to the elevator, so they both pay a little bit extra. But, I don't know, I kind of like being able to give these places a corner office, honestly. I mean, that would be the use of an exclusive elevator at that point. No, I think we'll go with what we've got. I don't think we need to worry too much about that. Let's draw that out on both sides. We will probably go for mediums on this side, I'm thinking, rather than going for small. I know we could fit more in. Again, although it would make us a little bit more money, and certainly we need to make a lot of money for this particular scenario, I just like having the mediums instead. Okay, phone lines are now an issue. Really? Wow, that became problem fast. Ye gats. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and resolve that. We're good on electricity. We probably don't need to go all the way up to a 4. Not yet. So we'll just expand to this one first. There we go. That should have fixed that problem for us. So let's head on up and see how things are going. There we are. They should be reasonably happy now. Right, let's get a little bit of painting done. You know what? Let's actually start alternating these. And in each one, we'll have something different. Some of them will just have... Actually, no. At this point, they'll all be art, I think, moving up into the tower. So they'll have to get that placed in a little while. We're going to want... we'll have legal on this side, I think. Actually, financial pays so much more. Oh, come on. Show me financial, please. Oh! I couldn't quite see it. Unfortunately, it isn't me being a derp this time. I know, shock horror, is that my FPS counter and just information on the recording is over there, so I couldn't quite see what was going on there, but I just noticed the timer. Well, I guess it's... Yeah, it's financial there, then legal up here. So we can place a legal office here. There we go. And then a financial office down here. Doesn't matter on those ones. Both of them are equally good for revenue. We'll go with this. That does bring down their price so much, though. It is tempting. It is certainly very tempting to switch over. And maybe I should, whilst I can, in here. We could have another lobby. Well, perhaps in a couple of floors, actually. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we'll go one more floor with the current system. Or rather, this one will be the one that we change on. The 9th floor will be the swap over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then this one is 10. So this one will be the floor that we change. So we're going to need exclusive elevators. I have said that I never use these. And I usually don't. But yeah, it's the first time for everything, I guess. And then from that point on, we'll expand up with a central elevator shaft. Right, so we need a little bit more painting going on there. In fact, this is a design that we're going to carry on all the way up. So we'll just get the background walls done for us. And this one there and there. Right, perfect. Now it's just going to be a long while of us filling these ones in because we have to advertise for new scallywags. We have to advertise for new clients each time we want to fill one of those offices, unfortunately. I mean, it makes sense. That's probably exactly how it works. Right, we're going to need some power. And soon we're going to need another transformer, I should imagine. That's a bit worrisome. The other nice thing about this is if we build it up the top, we won't have to like run cabling all across a massively long office just to connect to the very edge of an office on the other side, which will be a bit more interesting. There we go. Right then, we need well, given that these are all financial, we're going to have to continue with that. And over here, I think that's financial as well. This area is too noisy. Well, I'm sorry. You're just going to have to live with that one. I mean, actually you don't. You could just not move in, but I hope you won't consider that a viable option. Frankly, I don't like that option, and I don't think you should consider it. Get some more plants down. There we go. And again, these will be reserved for art. We have got a lot now. There we go. Foot traffic. Hurrah! Okay. So, we are now going to have the ability to build our swanky stores. I could try and build them down here, I guess. How many? I need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I could actually fit them in. But I'm going to guarantee they won't like this. They won't like that at all. So, I don't think we really can. Not easily. No. I think I actually like the idea of having the stores high up in the tower, to be honest. I think that's kind of neat. So, we'll probably have to have 2 floors. One where the elevators are exchanging, then another floor where we'll have the actual stores on, and then above that we'll start to flesh out our larger offices. That is a really big difference in the amount of money they're willing to pay. My lord. Alright, we need a financial office, I think. Yes, so financial office here. Let's go with you. There we go. And continue looking for more financial offices. Right, okay, well, we've come a fair old way. Let's actually have a look at how close we are to our goal. We're not that far off it anymore. We're only about 12,200 off from getting the silver completion badge. I don't think it's going to be too difficult for us to get all the way up to this one. I mean, obviously income is... you know, we're going to have to start maximizing income, but I certainly think that we're going to have enough room to be able to make it. We'll give it a good attempt at the very least. We still don't need more caterers, which is very nice. But that is going to be it from me. I hope you've all enjoyed this episode and will be joining me for the next. As always, any feedback warmly welcomed down below, and a like on the video lets me know you want to see more Project Highrise in the future. But until then, take care everyone.